Imagine standing beside an animal so enormous that a school bus would look small next to it. This is not a dinosaur. Not a monster from a movie. It is alive right now, beneath the surface of our oceans. The blue whale is the largest animal known to have ever existed on Earth. And here is the strange part. Despite its unbelievable size, the blue whale can move through the ocean almost silently. An adult blue whale can reach around 80 to 100 feet in length, and some can weigh more than 150 tons. Its heart alone can weigh hundreds of pounds. But the blue whale does not hunt like a giant predator. It does not chase sharks or attack massive fish. Instead, one of the largest creatures on Earth survives on one of the smallest animals in the ocean, krill. These tiny, shrimp-like creatures are only a few centimeters long. During feeding season, a blue whale can consume millions of krill in a single day. And this creates one of the greatest paradoxes in nature. The largest animal on Earth survives by eating some of the smallest. But size is not the most fascinating thing about the blue whale, because somewhere beneath the ocean, there is a creature capable of producing one of the loudest natural sounds on Earth. Scientists believe these extremely powerful calls can travel enormous distances through the water. So why does this giant need such a powerful voice? And what could it possibly be saying? That mystery takes us deeper into the blue whale's world. The ocean is enormous. For humans, distance is measured in miles. But for whales, the ocean can become a giant communication network. Blue whales produce extremely low-frequency sounds that can travel enormous distances through seawater. These sounds are so deep that humans often cannot hear them without special equipment. Scientists have recorded blue whale calls across huge areas of the ocean. And that raises an incredible possibility. A whale could potentially communicate with another whale that is far beyond the horizon, without ever seeing it. But scientists still do not fully understand everything these calls mean. Blue whales appear to use different patterns of sounds, particularly during breeding and migration. And unlike dolphins, which often live in social groups, blue whales are frequently seen alone or traveling in loose groups. So their enormous voices may be especially important for finding one another across a gigantic ocean. Now imagine this. You are floating in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You see nothing around you. No land. No boats. Just water stretching in every direction, and beneath you is an animal longer than a basketball court, sending a sound through the darkness. You cannot see it. You may not even hear it. But somewhere beneath the surface, the ocean is carrying its voice. And the deeper scientists investigate, the more surprising these animals become. Because blue whales are not simply huge. Their bodies are incredibly specialized machines. Their mouths can hold enormous volumes of water. And when they find a dense patch of krill, they perform one of the most spectacular feeding techniques in the animal kingdom. A blue whale doesn't need sharp teeth. In fact, it doesn't have teeth at all. Instead, it has something called baleen. Think of baleen as a giant natural filter. When a blue whale finds a swarm of krill, it accelerates toward them with its enormous mouth open. The whale takes in a massive volume of water, along with thousands upon thousands of tiny prey. Then comes the incredible part. The whale pushes the water back out through its baleen plates. The water escapes. The krill remain trapped inside. And then the whale swallows. This technique is called lunge feeding. When a blue whale performs it, its body can temporarily expand dramatically as its throat and mouth fill with water. It's one of the most energy-intensive feeding methods in the animal kingdom. The whale is basically throwing its entire body into the ocean like a living net. But there is another mystery. How does an animal this enormous know where to find enough food? Because blue whales migrate across huge distances. They may travel thousands of miles between feeding grounds and breeding areas. And they don't have a map. They don't have GPS. Yet year after year, they navigate through a constantly changing ocean. Scientists believe they use multiple clues, including ocean conditions, food availability, environmental signals, and possibly even memory. But we still don't understand exactly how they navigate such enormous distances. And this is where the story becomes darker. Because for millions of years, blue whales evolved in an ocean without humans hunting them with modern technology. Then humans discovered something about these giants. Their enormous size made them incredibly valuable to commercial whalers. And suddenly, the largest animal ever known had a new predator. During the industrial whaling era, blue whales were hunted on a massive scale. Their enormous bodies were valuable for oil and other products. And because blue whales reproduce slowly, their populations could not recover quickly. Their numbers collapsed. In some regions, blue whales were pushed dangerously close to extinction. Then international protection finally arrived. Commercial hunting of blue whales was banned internationally in the 1960s. And slowly, some populations began to recover. But the blue whale is still considered endangered. And today, its biggest threats are not giant predators. They are problems created by a changing ocean. Ship strikes can kill whales. Fishing equipment can entangle them. Underwater noise can interfere with their communication. And changes in ocean conditions can affect the tiny krill they depend on. Yet there is something remarkable about the blue whale's story. For an animal that survived millions of years of natural changes, its future may now depend heavily on what humans decide to do. Because the blue whale isn't just the largest animal on Earth, it is a reminder that enormous doesn't mean invincible. A creature weighing more than 100 tons can still be vulnerable. And perhaps the strangest thing of all is this. We have explored only a fraction of the deep ocean. So somewhere beneath those endless waves, there may still be things about blue whales that science has not discovered. New behaviors. New communication patterns. Maybe even answers to questions scientists have not thought to ask yet. The blue whale doesn't need to roar like a movie monster. It doesn't need to attack anything. It simply moves through the darkness, carrying one of the most powerful voices on Earth. And when that sound travels through the deep ocean, it reminds us of something incredible. The largest animal ever to live on our planet is still out there. Hidden beneath the waves. And we're only beginning to understand it. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of the blue whale, make sure to like this video. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories, mysteries, and facts about our planet. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Until then, stay curious.